Stay awake.
In the late 1940s, deep beneath a Soviet research base, 5 prisoners were chosen for an experiment that would test the limits of the human mind. They were told, stay awake for 30 days and you will be free. The scientists sealed them inside a steel chamber. A strange stimulant gas filled the room, and the clock began to tick. Day 1, the beginning. The first day was peaceful. The men laughed, talked, even sang. The gas made them feel alert, sharp, alive. They believed 30 days without sleep would be easy. But the scientists watched in silence. They knew the real test hadn't begun yet. Day 3, the restlessness. By the third day, things began to change. The subjects couldn't sit still. They argued over nonsense. One man stared at the ceiling for hours, whispering numbers. Another scratched the walls until his fingernails bled. They kept repeating one phrase.
Don't close your eyes. Stay awake.
Day 5, the cracks appear. Sleep deprivation started eating into their minds. Their jokes turned to arguments. Their laughter turned to screams. One man screamed for 9 hours straight, until his vocal cords tore. The others sat still, listening. Their eyes were hollow, their skin pale. They had begun to unravel. Day 7, paranoia. By the end of the first week, paranoia ruled the chamber. They heard voices, soft, ghostly whispers in the gas. They said the gas was alive, that it was talking to them.
Stay awake, stay awake, stay awake, stay awake.
One man tried to claw open the door. Another laughed uncontrollably until blood ran from his nose. The scientists wanted to stop the experiment, but their orders said otherwise. Day 9, the silence. Then came silence, all at once. No sound, no movement, only the hiss of the gas. Then, faintly, the microphones picked up whispers. All 5 men, speaking together, but in words no one could understand. They weren't speaking Russian anymore. Day 12, the wall. A camera check revealed something horrifying. The window to the chamber was covered with shredded book pages, glued together with blood and flesh. When the scientists demanded an answer, a calm voice replied through the intercom.
We don't want to be freed.
Day 15, the door opens. On the 15th day, they opened the chamber. Armed guards rushed in and froze. The scene inside was unspeakable. The men had torn themselves apart, muscles shredded, organs exposed, but they were still alive, still moving. They whispered faintly.
Don't stop the gas. Don't make us sleep.
They weren't human anymore. They were something awake beyond reason. The survivors were taken to a medical ward. Their bodies refused to rest. Even under anesthesia, their brains stayed awake. When a doctor asked what they were, one smiled through torn lips and said,
We are you. We are the madness inside you that wakes when you dream.
Moments later, a soldier shot him. The project was terminated, the gas formula destroyed, all files locked away under new names. But rumors spread of Soviet soldiers who never slept again, of scientists who disappeared after recreating the gas. So tonight, when you lie awake, staring at your ceiling, and your eyes refuse to close, ask yourself, is it stress, or is it something else? Something that doesn't want you to sleep. This story is purely fictional, a creation meant to explore the thin line between science and nightmare, between curiosity and madness. The Soviet sleep experiment remains one of the most haunting legends ever told, a tale buried in Cold War secrecy. But who really knows? Maybe it wasn't just a story. Maybe, somewhere deep in an abandoned Soviet lab, the gas still hisses, and something is still awake. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to show your support. Like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more tales of mystery, horror, and the unknown. And press the bell icon, so you'll be the first to know when the next story drops from the shadows.